All right. Flow, distractions aside, I think I can go through and edit this. I can't edit it on Instagram. Libby's upset because it's his nap time. And when I was trying to put him to sleep, he refused. But we shall not live under tyranny. It's really this cute. It's going to be such a cute. Okay, so. Okay. Next time I'll have the music already playing. Thank you so much for joining me today. It took a while to get us here, to get me here, to get you here, to get our lighting falling from the sky. Sometimes it can feel like the sun is just beaming at us. These are our studio. Let's take a deep breath here. Getting this down. It's okay to be present. There's a lot of stress involved. It's okay to start off rough. Let the fluctuate. So much. I think thank you for listening. And praying. How we relate. And okay, can you hear me now? Okay. So I'm reading the energy, I'm reading the vibration, I'm feeling the feel from the ocean, understanding that all of nature comes together to the point of where we are. And it makes us an internal, not just the external. So I'm looking to support as many people as possible with this format. And I'm praying because I am an instrument of the divine. What is the for the come from? Where are those words from to say? What is the energy? Everything is so vibrant. Everything is open. Even those tribes of fiction and the cool and that feel like so many different directions. They're just tribes in pursuing of one direction. All being flushed as we go. Because it's not just what you think with your mind, what you think you want to create. It's actually what you are creating. So, on that note, what are you creating? What are you surviving? You are totally yeah. There's a sense of urgency toward creation, abundance, living that we feel happening in certain areas of our life. Maybe this is it the background that makes it hard to hear, or is it me that makes it hard to hear? Is it the level of my speaker? Can you hear me now? Those of you on the YouTube, those of you on the YouTube, can you hear me? Okay, is that are we doing okay now? Okay. So until they respond, let's go ahead and keep going. So all these energies are entering. All of these symbols are being sent to each of us from the universe. All of us have the ability to communicate not only with ourselves, but through our blood and what our ancestors are here manifesting through us. Because we really are the prayers, the shots in the back that the ancestors are using to develop this earth for the next 7 generations. When you are out of the physical body and you are in between this realm and the next, you actually can sense all of space and time and all of these things together, and you can direct it. Now, we know collectively that this is the next golden age. This dark period, this part of scraping point, like you were, oh, Trump this, Trump that, blah, 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 oh, Biden's gonna, whatever. In reality, a bipartisan system does not stay, especially if multiple people are not represented. And the foundation of that is inherently flawed because it needs to be restructured now as everyone is now on a similar playing field. I didn't say even, I said similar. It is my voice. My voice is okay. I think I have an idea. What if I use these thingies I just bought? Okay, they're on. Let's see. Okay, can you hear me? Is this better somehow? Is this better? I think it's a little muffled still. Am I muffled? Baby, can you hear me? Okay, that's better. I don't know. I mean, I just started using these headphones, and I think they automatically sync whether I choose to or not. Aloha. Um. So okay. So I might as well let it get esoteric up in here. How's this? This is better. Well, now that I'm working through all the unnecessary, all the hiccups. Okay, so I think the Instagram can hear me. Okay. I said a lot in time. Let's begin again. All right. At 2:21, almost 2:22. Those angel numbers in the symbology. All right. Maybe next time I'll say my live will be at 2:22 because that's convenient. The beautiful thing about being an intuitive with mild case of ADHD is that the way that spirit loves to lead you, it's kind of like a game, a fun hide and seek situation. But it's always seek and seek because spirit really hides nothing from you. It's a matter of choosing to receive the message, choosing to thank you. I'm glad. Yay, we're back. Okay. So I'm just feeling into the energy. I'm feeling into the vibration. At the beach today, the part that I'm repeating this for you, but you guys didn't hear it. I prayed, I meditated, I was there with God, and I was there with the goddess breathing through my being. I connected with my body to embody that highest energy, that highest source. And what I found was there is no reason to seek. You see, I was consistently looking for something more, something that I thought I needed, an answer, um, something profound that I'm supposed to say or do. But it turns out that just being in the present moment, knowing what I know, having the ability to use discernment, which is a gift from the great I am, right? God protects you through wisdom, through knowledge. And wisdom is the act of applying that. Because if you're not willing to use your discernment to keep yourself in your highest alignment, then how can you really say that you put your faith in God because you're not putting your faith in yourself, in your ultimate wisdom or true inner opinions or decisions? Not everything needs to be polished. Yes, it's more easily digestible if it's or like easily to take the medicine if it's sugar, right? But what does sugar do besides distract you from what the real essence of the medicine is? Because we're no longer dodging what spirit is telling us. We are being present and open to receive these messages from the divine. And I want to open each of you up, not necessarily to look to others for answers, but to look for yourself from all directions that you've received information. You assimilate and digest that and let it become become what is for you. There is a story of a woman who lived in a shoe. Why? I don't know. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She didn't even know how to feed them, right? Are you that woman who's got so many different things that you've birthed and created? Or that man that's so many activities that you don't know what to do? That you don't know how to make sure that all these things get done at the same time? This is why it's not just the woman who raises the child, it's the community. This is not how the story ends, actually. Just what I'm saying. They just make it sound like she's full of woe. But in reality, it's not the individual that raises the child, it's the community, it's delegation. If you want to get everything done, you need to realize there's only one of you. So you might need to delegate to others and trust and have faith in that strength and that responsibility that others can show up for you. And if you have a doubt for that and you have some specificities that you want, say, I want it done this way. I deserve to have it done this way. This is how I like it. And it's okay. You may like to take the long road to where you're going, but that also has to do with you wanting to look at the scenery, right? I like to talk in parables. I like to talk in rich metaphor because I think of life as art and me as a dancer or a player within that structure. How do you view yourself in this world, in this reality? Are you flowing? Are you standing and fighting for others who cannot fight for themselves? Are you being supportive of the flaws that you see in your particular communities or or our world as a whole? There was a little rant I went on when I was told I wasn't being heard about how the bipartisan system doesn't actually work, right? Um, we're looking at restructuring world government, not just the individual country's government, but world government. And in that sense, act with caution, use discernment. Are you going to vaccinate? Are you not? Use your discernment. With the mutations of the virus and the vaccine not even being applicable to that virus, you know? Oh, hey, welcome. CP in Texas, trooper. Thanks for coming through. Um, using discernment. Also, if you feel that something isn't trustworthy or it's not a safe space, use that discernment too. Set boundaries. Boundaries are important. Now, boundaries. Now, this actually came through when I was walking on the beach, and they said to mention this boundaries. A locked door is only a barrier to an honest man, right? Not saying negative or positive about masculine, feminine, etc. Thank you. I tried so hard. If you watch the replay, it's like 10 minutes of me trying to set up. Anyway, a locked doors are only barriers against honest men. Now, yes, we all lock our doors. We make sure everything is kind of secured. But in this day, in this year, in this time, we need to not only secure our homes, but use the discernment to see who's actually the honest man, who's actually the honest person who's in this interaction with us. Who are we doing business with? How are we treating ourselves? Sometimes we put barriers up to our own hearts. I thought about that. When people they tend to be avoiding relationships or not really wanting to connect. You should definitely do a live soon. I would love to hear your channel, CP in Texas, just what I'm saying. So when you put locks up and doors to your own heart, you can also only let in those that aren't really valuing it, those that are dishonest toward your safety, your heart being healed, your healing, and your ascension of family lines. Watch what it is that you're attracting to you. Use your discernment to to say yes or no, and then honor that decision and see how it takes you. Sometimes we go through periods of regret because we've experienced something that we thought was so rich and pure and ready, but it wasn't ready. It wasn't ripe. It wasn't for us at that time. And we have to really kind of let that go. Let that experience teach us for the richness that it is. Okay, I feel like a lot of this is starting to turn into old school rhetoric. That's true. That's true. Divine Unisouls. Doesn't matter. Get it out there. Use your discernment. Are you actually procrastinating because you're afraid of your own power, or showing how freaky you can get, aka spiritual? Spiritual freaky. Freaky Friday. Now some themes coming up for Freaky Friday. Freaky. Okay. That was my little spiel. So now I'm just going to start working with energetics. Okay. So I'm going to tap into you. Okay. First and foremost, your karma stays with you. My karma stays with me. If you choose to accept this energetic exchange, I'm just going to stream consciousness. Whatever's coming out is going to come out, whether it hits you, it's for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If this This is for like now and in the future because I know there's other people who are watching this. I think I can edit it. I'm not sure for YouTube anyway. I'm gonna try to edit this so that I can get the first part of like me trying to put my baby down and like all these explosions. Anyway, I'm gonna go more into the energetics. And the reason I split the karma like that is so that you can be clear about you taking the deal with healing is you don't actually heal anyone. Thanks. What can I say? I got that glow. Spirit got me. um, you can't actually, um, there's a lot going on with the energetics of healing. You can't actually heal someone. You can inspire the person to receive their own healing, right? So you can focus, like working with crystals, right? Crystals hold a focused energy as if they are constantly in prayer. That's their vibration, right? Now, people are much more, they sway back and forth and they have their own things that they're dealing with. So they sometimes need a conduit to switch the energy for them so that they can receive these deep, deep healing. So the healer, will act as a lightning rod to the person, and the person receiving the healing will accept it on a conscious or subconscious level. Sometimes they feel things right away, but there's always something that happens because the energy is shifted by that lightning rod. Same thing with the crystals. They're holding the energy of the prayer so that you don't have to. Aloha. You don't have to hold that energy. The the crystal will hold it for you. And that's kind of nice. So you can kind of keep going on your day. Um, so that being said, your energy stays with you. My energy stays with me. The reason I also like to say this about karma for energy healing is that the stuff that a light worker like me goes through is extreme spiritual prejudice. I'm stepping out of that and stepping into like full abundance mode because I'm done playing games and waiting patiently for that energy, which does not fully understand that I am helping others grow in this love and light, right? Um, and I see what comes back around as aspects of myself that are afraid of me showing my own power. And the more comfortable you are with your gifts and your abilities, and you have, you surging through some of that stuff, right? You see different obstacles start to appear. You actually allow yourself the freedom, and your flow becomes even more in alignment, and therefore your power becomes even stronger, and anything that would phase you before doesn't phase you anymore. So I would never wish upon anyone what I've experienced, but I can say future wise you're going to love it, taking responsibility and showing the energy, because you're going to see your power start to manifest and more and higher and higher. So the first thing I want everyone to do is just take a deep breath. Where you are, feel your body. Just get a little bit stretchy. I'm kind of tight, surprisingly. Considering I just got back from the beach, I'm still surprisingly stiff. So take your deep breaths. We're going to allow you to set some protections around yourself, right? Imagine I like the bubble, right? You're in a nice bubble. This bubble seems thin, but it's really, really thick. So at any time, this is like you protecting your auric field, you actually feeling that space. That bubble is a bubble of protection, and around that bubble, whoever your guardians are, be they dragons, be they angels, be they your spirit guides, however it goes, you want to flow with it. Just allow that to come in and protect and hold the space for you. And you want the air to get thick, thick like water, thick like milk, thick like cream. Now I want you to imagine the universe in a different way than I've ever done. So this is going to be fun. I'm going to take your right hand and your left hand. You imagine them like two hands coming together. Heaven and earth coming, and they come to meet, and you're in the middle, right? And you're just getting hugged in this bubble by the universe. You can feel the pressure from the universe, but then take a deep breath and stretch, and it can feel your energy pressing back and healing it. So just take a moment and breathe into that space. Breathe in. I feel the energy from around, and I exert, and the energy around me feels me. Right? There we go. Want you to squeeze your lower dantian. If you don't know what that is, your pelvic floor muscles. Go ahead and squeeze those. Gather your power as you breathe in. Let that energy build. If you have your tongue to the top of the roof of your mouth, it helps circulate and keep the circuit of energy. All right, so keep that. Breathe in. Take a deep breath in again. And relax. Oh, the energy just got really cold. So now let's do a little bit of chi washing. So now that we've set up our energy protection, because I want you to know how to energetically feel and seal yourself. So go ahead and clap. Clap a couple times. Awaken your hand chakras. You can rub them together if you like. And we're just going to take a deep breath in. And we're going to feel heaven dip in from here. The universe come into our crown chakra, our third eye, back of our throat, to our heart. And then we're going to pull up from the earth as you squeeze your lower dantian, pelvic floor muscles. You squeezing that, you're pulling that energy in. Just pulse it, pull that energy up from the center of the earth, like the magma's flowing through you, up to the ankles, the knees, the hips, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus. Pull in from the heaven and pull in from earth. And allow it to start to flow and circulate in your body. Oh, you are getting an alchemical tune-up right now. I can feel everything starting to shift and grow and glow inside of you. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, here. Push. There we go. I'm clearing out some third eye stuff, some stickiness. Yes, you are feeling that. You are feeling that. You are present in your body. Your highest self is here with you. Just as your lowest self, your earth body, you are. The body of earth is here with you. You're coming together to create the divinity, the divine earth being that you are. Okay, that energy is nice and strong. It's circulated through. We're going to now go back to our hand chakras again. Take a deep breath, and I want you to allow it to grow. So it's kind of like they're magnetically pulling to each other, and they're growing in between that ball. And you push the energy from your heart out through your shoulders, to your elbows, to your hands. Yeah? And you let that energy grow. Now this is a ball of energy. Oh, it's weird. Like my body is fire on the inside, but my breath is cold like ice. It's crazy. Oh. Okay, now you're going to take this ball of energy and you're just going to put it over your crown, put it over your third eye. Just let it kind of clear whatever's stuck inside. Run that energy down your throat. Pause here. Pause around the throat. I feel a lot of clearing, a lot of, non-alignment with words. There's a lot of not being exactly heard correctly. Shine this energy through your body, through anything you feel is blocked or locked. Take a deep breath and imagine all the cells expanding, all of the atoms of the cells expanding, allowing you to enter in with this energy, this light, this chi, this love. Here we go. I think some of you need to be singing, some of you need to be shouting, writing, releasing this energy. Go ahead and move that down to your heart, your hands down to your heart. Oh, so much release, relieving. Let go of that which no longer serves your sweetheart. There's some pain that someone's carrying, like a burden of, like it's like regret or loss or abandonment. Or, there's a friction. That's this boundary that you put up around your heart. And because you put that boundary out, we discussed a little earlier that boundaries keep honest men out. So the thieves are the ones trying to get into that heart space. And thieves are the ones trying to steal that energy. And because your heart hasn't learned discernment for who's the honest, you haven't decided to open that door yet. And when you want to, because I'm putting the chi now through my back, because I feel it as like a stab in the back. And it's distrusted, maybe towards the masculine. Oh, I can see some parental stuff too, or they don't know how to trust because the father being so divisive or abandonment. But you can heal through that. You can do it through you. Take a deep breath here. Allow for space. There we go. Let's soften that. You can also pull out if you want, kind of milking or pulling out. So you can pull that energy out of it. You have the ability to do this. The more you practice working with this energy, the more it'll work for you. All right, move down the body. Oh, I'm seeing like acid. What's that? It's like GERD or something, like acid reflux or like some kind of digestive issues. There's actually a food intolerance that someone's not really accepting. They rather eat for comfort than for nourishment. I got something on my website if you really want to be nourished and you need something easy and plug and play. You can check out my website. I can turn you on to some stuff. There's also some nutritional habits of elimination just to kind of figure out what's going on with your diet. There's like a backlog. If your gut, you guys know that if your gut, because I'm over my intestines and right around the solar plexus. So much work on self-esteem, feeling worthy enough to receive. Yeah. So let's just pause right here above the solar plexus. And I want you to start pulling energy from outside of your bubble, safe energy that's been filtered by your guides, filtered by the divine. And you pull that energy and then you start to put it towards your solar plexus. Start pulling it in. It's thick, yeah. This whole energy is very, very thick. Take a deep breath so there's more space. in. There we go. Safe, filtered energy for your solar plexus. You're not giving out any more power. You're receiving your worth, your beauty, your abundance, your worthiness. You got this. You're meant for this. Oh, yeah. That feels yummy. Keep going. Keep going. I feel like I can sit there and milk that one for a long time. Okay. Now we're going to go down to the sacral. So, I feel a lot of clearing, of releasing of trauma, of old wounds, of disconnection. Of the use of one's sexuality in a way that was unbalanced. Yeah. Receiving things you didn't want to receive. Whoa, that's a rabbit hole. This sacral is a rabbit hole. I'm gonna leave that one for another time because I've only allotted an hour for the segment. I've only allotted an hour and 35 minutes for me getting ready. Just kidding. Okay, anyway. Let's go down to the root. So my hands are now moving out and around my hips. Okay. Oh yeah. Now just start to rock in a circle. Any direction is fine. Still pulling in energy from the high universe and the earth into your body. Goes through your heart. They meet through the heart. Actually, they circulate and they meet through the heart, through the hands, and then into the hips. Right? Because you want this chi to circulate and it's universal. It's not you filling up you. It's the universe filling up. And guess what? There's plenty of stuff in the universe. So even when you feel depleted, you can allow the universe to build your chi, the 5 elements to build your chi. I'm going to start to run this energy down my legs to my knees. Right? Can you feel it in your knees? Sit above your knee, your hands above your knees for me. We got some stubborn people in the back. Who's the stubborn one who refuses to let spirit do the work? They want it to be easy for you. Stop fighting it. The inclination that you're getting to just do this without polished effort, to just do it. Just do what you're being guided to do, honestly. Don't make spirit smack you around. They are not a nice lover. Actually, the universe is the best lover. I correct myself. I'm sorry. The universe is the best lover. It's a matter of, are you choosing to receive what the universe really wants for you? Not versus what you think you want for yourself or you think is going to be best. Okay, we're going to move our hands now down to our ankles. Oh, for those of you that are holding on to those pasts, those of you that are blocking yourself from your own abundance, you will be let loose. I feel like I'm growing wings right now. So strange. I'm growing wings. These shackles that you've put on yourself of limitation, of what you need to look like, your position, your age, your status. All of these things are shifting and shedding, and you can create whatever you wish to create. Now we're going to finish this circuit over the feet, and there's little chakras at the soles of your feet, the palms. And we're going to do opposite. I'm sitting cross-legged. I know, right? Toad's floating. This little bubble. Our bubble is floating towards the sky. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I want you to take your hands and switch and do um, the, if you're doing the same side feet, do the same side feet or the opposite. And if you're doing the opposite feet, do the same side feet. Because I'm sitting cross legged, so I started off with the opposite hand to foot. Now I'm doing the same. Kind of breathe that in, allow the energy to circulate itself. Now go ahead and put your hands over your heart. Allow yourself to sink in this energy. Allow yourself to feel that what you have done for yourself in this time. Allow yourself to believe and know that the great I am is with you. You are the Holy One sent here to save your world. Yes, if you have a particular faith or space, you can step in that. Of course, always go to your doctrine. But if your doctrine isn't serving you or the person that's telling you this stuff isn't serving you, release that and gain your faith and your empowerment in your words. Because the words are what make your reality. And I'm here to help you bring your heaven here on earth. So I'm going to seal this up with a couple deep breaths with an open heart and an open first eye. I'm here to thank you and welcome you to yourself. Welcome you to your own healing and light and love and perfect energy. Thank you for trusting. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being. Yum. You know what? I feel like some vocalization. I was gonna hang up, but I feel like there's some vocal stuff that's gonna come through. So I'm just gonna sit here with it and let it do its thing. Peace be yours, peace be yours, peace be yours. All the days and nights you call earth home, peace be yours. Love be true, but peace be yours, for peace is you. Peace be yours. Oh, peace be yours. Peace be yours. So while you're on earth. Wow. interesting? And that was no warm up. And I'm not even drinking warm water. It's really funny, like, these awkward resonances and tones. And sometimes you think, ugh, that sounds crazy. But it opens up, it creates this uncomfortability that's not really truly uncomfortable, that allows you to open up into you in such a new way that, what can I say? I'm excited. I'm happy. Thank you so much for meeting me here. Um, be doing a live at Divine Unisouls 1111. It's an episode today where you can ask questions. Um, Thank you so much for showing up. Love you. Anyway, yeah, live question answered. It's a twin flame focus, so if you're in the twin flame community, we'd love to have you. Share your thoughts uh, about what's going on. We have an expert coming today that's going to help empower you to become the best you. And so, on that note, ciao for now. I love you. I thank